Well, how's it going, everybody? JT Sanders here, and welcome back to the commentary, where I inform you guys about current events and tell you guys as to why the internet's so fucked up by today's standards. So today, I'll be talking to you guys about ProJared. So if you guys don't know already, ProJared is a professional YouTuber who would oftentimes review retro games, do a lot of skits, just have like a good old time with his audience. And with over 980,000 subscribers, he has won the hearts of thousands and thousands of growing millennials back in like the mid 2010s. Let me just get to rundown as to what the hell happened, because as of now, Twitter and Facebook has been causing up a shitstorm, and it's bad. Back in 2014, ProJared met and dated a professional artist named Heidi O'Farrell. So for a while now, and they've been going on their little dates. They've been like, doing a little cutie thing on the internet, displaying their love and affection, which is fine. But something malevolent happened. Something very unlike ProJared. A few hours ago, ProJared announced on Twitter that Heidi and him split. They recently divorced, and they're no longer getting back together. So one of her people on Twitter was wondering what the hell is going on, why they split up, like something must have happened. Heidi had her own personal perspective as to what the hell happened, and she took it upon Twitter to try to sort things out. I recently learned that my husband ProJared has been king Haley Conrad behind my back for months. I have no idea what announcement he just made because he blocked me. So that right there was enough for the people on Twitter to go back to ProJared and be like, well, that's not okay. And I took the time to research these three individuals to see what is going on. I want to see on all three different perspectives as to how they're handling the situation. So if you guys haven't known already, he's been cheating on Heidi with Holly Conrad, who is a professional streamer, and apparently she's a pigeon fancier. What is that? And she's a storyteller. Okay. And so literally for the past 6 hours, the trio has been coming up with their own stories, by the which I believe that you guys should believe what Heidi has to say, because I don't really know, I really think that she's not making up any bullshit. Honestly, she doesn't know what's going on. She literally woke up one day and found ProJared blocked her off of Twitter, so that he won't know what's going on. I feel that this is so petty. This is really petty, and this is a tip of the iceberg. Okay, Jared says a statement saying that, oh, I know this may come as a surprise and upsetting for you, but I know that we do this so that we may seek happiness for ourselves, this, that, and the other. And he's trying to act like everything's gonna be okay, and how his decision by which he's gonna leave Heidi will reflect for the better of the both of them. So Holly, his new girlfriend, apparently says, I am so sorry that you're going through this. I'm here for you if you need me. That right there was I was like, holy shit. Now what Holly is doing right now, she's avoiding confrontation by saying that she's taking her time off of Twitter and social media until this whole thing resolves. But it really isn't going to resolve unless ProJared needs to owe Heidi an apology. Even though Heidi right now is probably hurt, actually hurt. And I feel really bad for Heidi, because for the last 6-7 years, I believe Heidi has been going out of the way and try to make ProJared and herself happy, because that's what she wanted for the relationship. It's nothing but just happiness. And ProJared, I don't know what led up to ProJared cheating on Heidi. I don't know. Us, all of us, except for those three, don't really know as why ProJared did what he had to do. But apparently Heidi is trying to dig deeper into the situation and try to figure things out before something really bad happens, because I don't want anything bad happen to these two. And what makes things worse is that Heidi has been discussing on how ProJared for the past few months made her feel like shit, if that makes sense. In retrospect, Heidi stated that he went as far as to blame me for being suspicious and making him feel like a bad person by questioning his loyalty, and he gaslit her for months, insisting that he had the bare minimum interaction with her and didn't even like her. Meanwhile, they were having sex. And what made things even more worse is that he was unable to confess his identity even when presented with proof. He squirmed in denial until the very last minute, getting angry and defensive instead of apologetic. I believe he has a very compartmentalized his feelings / memories to suppress his guilt. He's very convincing. And pretty much according to Heidi, ProJared is a manipulative. I know like literally just like past like 5 minutes, I literally said that like Heidi tried really hard to make both of them happy, but like ProJared is kind of like denying the fact that he hasn't been really helpful. He's not very a nice like guy, you know, coming from Heidi's claims. And like I'm not really one to pick sides here. I believe that like you guys should take what Heidi says to heart, because like not only like she tries really hard, but like she like values a lot for Jared as a person, you know, like she doesn't treat Jared as like an object as opposed to what ProJared did to Heidi. And the fact that ProJared tried to gaslit Heidi and tried to like question her sanity in terms of how he was confronted by the situation, that made ProJared worse as a human being. So that's why I believe that I don't think ProJared is a respectable human being for now. And one more thing that I'd like to add is like the fact that if ProJared is blocking Heidi, I believe that he's just confronted by guilt, like he's ashamed by what he's doing, but he doesn't want to directly confront it, if that makes sense. Like I feel like he doesn't want to address the issue head on. Like I feel like he doesn't want to make himself like look bad in front of like his audience, but it's literally make himself feel worse by blocking Heidi and not even say anything at all and just brushing it off as like a minor issue into his life, rather than treating it as like it's just like a huge thing. Like because like what he's doing is kind of fucked up. Like I'm gonna be completely honest, like I don't think that he's like really like aware as of like what he's doing to himself and like for like his people around him, or like for his community around him, because it's like it's not okay, you know. Like people like actually like loved him for what he was, and he just turned around and like not only stabbed Heidi in the back, but he stabbed us, the audience, in the back as well. So like my closing remarks is that what do you guys think of the whole ProJared Heidi situation? Do you guys think that ProJared is wrong in a sense? Do you believe what Heidi says? And what do you guys think about Molly? What do you guys think about Molly? And then, like I wanted to ask one big question. What do you guys think Molly has to do in the situation? Like what do you like? Do you guys disagree with Molly? Like do you guys think Molly is in the wrong for knowing, for actually being aware of the situation and him actually cheating on his ex-wife? What do you guys think? And if you guys have any comments and opinions, please let me know in the comment section below. If there's anything that I'm misinformed, or is any like pieces of information that I've missed, also please let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.